Hello students. So today in our last lecture I have told you about the M2M communication and how the M2M works actually. We are discussing basically the theoretical idea of the M2M and IoT, and practical idea of this is more interesting definitely. And when we work on the practicals and it will and hands on these things, then it is definitely very interesting thing, and the magic goes happen, and we found that a very interesting thing whenever we do some kind of that work. So that will also reflect on your computing system lab, and sorry, networking lab. And in that networking lab you will find that how the two machines are you can say working together, and how these two machines are connecting together. And I will tell you that for that purpose two machines need to have some protocols and communication protocols. You have already studied about the 802 IEEE 802.15.4, which is a very important protocol for the wireless sensor network, and this is a Zigbee protocol. This Zigbee protocol basically is needed whenever we need to communicate between two machines. For example, in that communication model, you have already seen there are two layers, the link layer and the network layer. So these are the two devices. One of the device is this, and another of the device is this. Then for the M2M communication, the link layer need to be programmed with another layer, and in that case you will find that there is a 802.15.4 which is you are reading in your lab, basically in your networking lab. Here you are reading about these things, and the hands-on practice on these things. And there are another things for example 2G, 3G and all, WiMAX technology, internet technology and Wi-Fi. Another networking things which are need to be communicated with each other are the IPv4 and IPv6 and 6 LOPWAN, which is a networking layer issues. And for using these two things we can communicate between the two devices. So now let's come to the another thing, and which is an important one. SDN. SDN is basically software defined network, and software defined networking is used whenever two machines are need to be communicated with each other. It is a very popular thing which whenever we need to communicate between two machines. So SDN is a networking architecture that separates the control plane from the data plane, and centralizes the network controller. So SDN controllers maintain and unified a new view of a network and make configuration management and provisioning simpler. So here you can find a block diagram of SDN. So in that case, if you have the infrastructure layer, one is your control layer and another is your application layer. Okay. So that all things are maintained by your SDN layer. So in exam you may be asked about the SDN layer. The underlying infrastructure in the SDN uses a simple packet forwarding hardware as opposed to specialized hardware in the conventional networks. Okay. So here you will find that underlying infrastructure. So these all things are the infrastructure of the SDN, and it is very important whenever we need to communicate between two devices for the machine to machine communication. So in the application layer you will find the network layer and the network application, and the control layer you will find the network operating system, which is need to be communicated, which is need to be controlled by the user. And next you will find the infrastructure layer, in which most of the devices are interlinked with each other, and they can give the data to each other. And then these all data handling and all the data transfer between the devices is controlled by the networking operating system. So that is a SDN. So what are the key elements of the SDN? Key elements of the SDN are the centralized network controller with decoupled control and the data planes and a centralized network control. the network administrator can rapidly configure the network. So that is the case. So sometimes what happened is that some new nodes are coming in the network, some old nodes are getting outdated, and some of the nodes are getting detached with the network. So these all things are maintained by the central networks controller. Programmable Open API. So SDN net architecture support programmable open APIs for interface between the SDN applications and control layers. Next is your it is a northbound interface. It is also known as northbound interface. That is here. Standard communication interface. It is an open flow. So here you will find that it is an open flow, and it is southbound open API. So it is an open flow. So in that case, SDN architecture uses a standard communication interface between the control and the infrastructure layers. Southbound layer interface. Open flow, which is defined by the Open Networking Foundation, is the broadly accepted SDN protocol for the southbound interface. So these things are used for the SDN, and which is commonly used whenever we need the machine-to-machine communication. Next is your NFV. NFV is your network function virtualization. It is here. Network function virtualization is a technology that leverages virtualization to consolidate the heterogeneous network device into the industry standard high volume servers and the switches and the storages. So whenever we need to simulate our device, simulate our network, then we need the basically network function virtualization. So here you may find that there are many devices and many infrastructural based components of the network, and which need to be defined by the networking interface. And then so these NFV basically you can say is used for the virtualization of the networking. And in how it is used, basically we select some nodes of the network and we just program it virtually, and then we find that are these nodes are able to work properly or not. So that's a function of the network function virtualization. You can find NS2 or NS3 in or OpNet or some networking tools by which we can find which are based on the NFV technology. So NFV is a complementary to SDN, and as NFV can provide the infrastructure on which SDN can run. Okay. So you can say NFV can provide the infrastructure for the SDN. Okay. So what are the key elements of virtualization? Virtualized network function. VNF is a software implementation of a network function which is capable of running over the NFV infrastructure. NFVI, it is known as NFVI. NFVI basically includes the computer network storage resources that are virtualized. NFV management and orchestrations. So NFV management and orchestration focuses on all virtualization specific management tasks and covers the orchestrations and life cycles management of the physical and software resources that supports the infrastructure virtualization and life cycle management of a virtual VNF. So basically this thing is related with the management of the networking system. Okay, that how well we can optimize our network. This is defined by the NFV. So use case, it's a use case that is at one point it is a home network, and all the things are gathered by the router, and all the data is got by the router. We also opt this type of the infrastructure for the IoT communication and machine-to-machine communication. So that may possible that these all devices can interlink with each other. For example, if we want to control our light, then it can be controlled by our laptops or mobile phones. It may be controlled by our you can say VoIP phone, and it may be controlled by my IPTV. So these all things are by means of this routing protocol and using the machine to machine communication. So sometimes it also happens that we need to provide the data over the internet, and this data is provided to the internet using this router. So the router provide all the data to this cloud, and the you can see here that internet, IPTV and VoIP, these all are the parameters and components which are used by the public network and can be easily utilized by the machine to machine communication. So it's enough for this lecture. I will, in my next lecture, I will tell you about the understanding the M2M value chain, because it is a very important thing, as it is important for the implementation and working of the industrial architecture for the using of the IoT and M2M systems. So thank you for this video. I will meet you again. Thank you.